use. You don't have to use violet or purple like me. You can use whatever color you want.
So pretty. Oh, you caught me there. Isn't this flower beautiful? I think my friend Miss Nicole can help paint me one. I've always wanted one in my room. Come on.
Materials you need are poster board, Sharpie, pencil, 3 paintbrushes, 2 angled and 1 round, watercolors, your palette, or a paper plate, and a water cup. Let's get started.
Start off just by kind of figuring out how big this flower is going to be in your paper. Just draw it out with your hands first. Envision it and go from there. All right, first things first, and draw the top part, which is a nice horizon rounded horizon. Then you're going to round off the edges. We're almost drawing a triangle, but we're just going to round it off. Bring it in to each other like a heart or triangle. I'm giving you guys different shapes so you can kind of get the hint. We're gonna bring it down for the stem like so. Don't worry if it's too thin. While we're using pencil. I'm gonna draw another piece of horizon right at the tip of it. Make sure it's rounded, guys, and let's draw a few lines from top to bottom. I'm going to be drawing 3 of them, like so. And then we can just start to sketch some petals. So we're going to start with the first one, right before the line. And I'm curving it just to give it a little bit of texture, give it some character, make it look like a petal. It doesn't have to look exactly like mine, but you guys can be creative with it. So I'm going to draw another one around the outside of it, just like so. Okay, and use that other line, give it a little shape up top and bring it in to the second line. The same line, do it again for the other petal. Bring it down, bring it in. Let's do another one. Start at the top, round it off a little bit, give it a little character, bring it in. Okay, now this one, we're gonna start at the top again. Kind of making it curve in. Okay, now let's round this part off. Okay. And go ahead and erase the lines in between. We don't need those anymore. Erase all of it. The inside lines. Okay, the one inside. I might keep a little bit of that because I like the character of it. Erase the outside ones. So take this time to erase. I'm going to try and slow down for you guys. Curve that in a little bit more. Always take a step back and look at your picture to make sure you like it. Okay, let's add some lines in here. I like character, and we're defining the flower a little bit more. Okay, now let's add these little spikies on the sides. And then we're going to add 2 more into the flower. Okay, now erase the lines you don't need. If I'm moving too fast, go ahead and pause it. And let's darken those a little bit more so you can see them. Okay, that way you can't tell that the petals have a line to stop at. Now let's thicken up this stem a little bit. Okay, erase the lines you don't need. All right, take your permanent marker and you're going to outline the base of it first. Make sure this marker is nice and dark and not dry. You guys know what I'm talking about. I hate those dry markers. So let's outline the stem first. Have a steady hand, please, guys. Don't sketch with the marker. We want to be fluid with this one. One motion. As much as possible. Okay, there's the base. Let's start off with one of the petals. Nice. All right, just dust it off. Moving on. Okay, I'm getting my green. I'm gonna add a little bit of that to my palette or your plate, just like that. You're gonna dip that brush in some water. I'm gonna be using the small one for my stem and the base part of the flower. So let's just get some water on there. It's the small angle one, by the way, guys. Okay. Just slap some paint on there. Just get it on there. We're gonna go and we're gonna define it later, but just paint it. So the green shows first, which I like to call the base coat. And the good thing about watercolor is majority of it is water. Winning. Okay. Okay, let's take some purple. I'm using purple. You can use whatever color you want. And take your big brush, dip it in the water. Tons and tons of water. Like again, this is our base coat only. So it can be fairly light, which is fine. I think the pastel light colors look pretty. Especially because, I mean, it's watercolor, so it's going to look nice regardless. And just go ahead and paint your petals. You don't have to use violet or purple like me. You can use whatever color you want. We're going to be using the same concept with any color. Now let's take a little bit more purple. And we want this to be a little dark, so we don't want as much water. But get it on both sides. Add a little bit of water. Just a little bit. You see how dark it is? We want it that dark. Okay, both sides of your brush. And just start at the base of the petal. Now we want to skip this one. We want to keep the middle part open. So start at the base and work your way up. Leave that light purple or light, whatever color you're choosing, leave it light. That's the inside of the petal. Okay, just add a little bit more at the base. And I'm pretty sure you guys can see it coming together. All right, let's start at the top. Just add a little highlights and darkness at the top. Just let your brush flow with the lines that you created. Just add a little bit in here, just a little bit at the top. Top only, top only. Nice. That looks pretty good. Now, let's take a little bit of green. Not too much water, just like the petals. Taking a small round brush, dipping it on both sides, and we're just gonna hit the base of it again. It's almost like we're creating a shadow. I like green anyway. It's a nice color. And then we're just gonna round it out, let it flow. Whisking it. You see those lines in there, guys? Small little circles. But just don't complete a circle. More like U's. We're not completing a circle. And just hit those top parts like the petals with that dark green. And voila, we're done. Absolutely beautiful. Now at the very end, guys, you have to make sure you sign.
Hey, Miss Nicole. What you got going on in here?
Hey, I just finished painting this purple flower. Super cool. You want to see it? Thanks for joining in a Project Sketch. I'm your host, Nicole. Have a good day.